In this video, we will talk about how to create a schedule so that you can run pen tests on a recurring basis without the needs for any human intervention. The first thing to do is to log into the portal. You will see a button to create a schedule. Go ahead and click that. There are a couple of different types of pen tests that you can run a schedule on. An internal pen test that requires a runner and a Docker container and your own VM on the network. An external pen test that requires a template and an asset group, or a network enumeration, which is also like an internal pen test. For the sake of this video, we will go through the flow of an internal pen test. If you have any questions or need to reference our documentation, you can always click the Learn More and read our documentation. I will select internal pen test. From here, I need to give it a name. And so I'll call this one Every Thursday. Any name you prefer works. As far as the template goes, what pen test template do we want to use? You can use your own custom templates and create those with custom scopes and configurations and runners, or you can use default ones. I'll go with the default recommended. I need to choose a runner as well. I have set up a runner in a prior video, so if you need to learn how to set that up, it is in our documentation. We have a separate video on setting up a runner. Additionally, down here, you will now choose your schedule. You can have it repeat every week at an hourly interval, or you can have it repeat every month at an hourly interval on specific days. If this simple UI does not meet the needs of your schedule, you do also have the ability to input your own custom cron expression. In order to use our cron expression, there is one rule. The minute must always be 0. So if you put in a minute of 5, the minute must be 0 because we run all pen tests at the top of the hour, such as 5 p.m., 4 p.m., 3 p.m., and so forth. So for me, I'll go ahead and I will change this to Thursday, and then we will run this pen test at 1 p.m. It will show you the next run and time zones. One thing to be aware of is the schedule runs on UTC time. So do not get it confused with your local time zone. I'll go ahead and hit submit, and I've created my schedule. In order to view all the different schedules that I have and to manage them, I can click on group by schedule. I have 2 right now, every Thursday and my schedule every Wednesday. Neither of mine have ran, so I don't have any pen tests to list out, and there is no status currently. The last ran, they haven't ran, and then this is the next time that they will run and the schedule that we have configured. If you like to test, you can always click on the 3 ellipsis dots and trigger it now, and that will go ahead and trigger a pen test right to your runner and kick that off. Additionally, if you need to disable, so you don't want the schedule to run during a certain time. Maybe there is, work being done on the infrastructure. Maybe it's the holidays. You can disable the schedule as well by clicking that. To show that, we will go ahead and disable this one, and you'll see that it becomes disabled. You also have the ability to edit the schedule. So if you need to change the template, the runner, or the times, you have the ability to update that as well. Once a pen test has actually ran and launched, you will see it in this drop-down list right here as a table of all the pen tests and their results. Currently, we haven't ran any yet, but this is the flow in order to set up your first schedule. If we jump over to the VM where we actually have the runner set up, we can also use the H3 CLI to check and validate as well. There is a runner section and scheduled actions, so we can say H3 schedules to list out what schedules we have. If I hit enter on that, we can see that Wednesday is disabled. There's the times, and then Thursday is enabled. So this is also another way just to validate that the schedule has made it to your machine and that it will pick up and run. Finally, the only other thing is to make sure that your runners are up and running, and we do have 1 runner. From that point, this pen test will run at this scheduled interval when it is scheduled to run. You can always come back here to manage the schedules, and then the results of all the pen tests will be listed in the table below.